Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. My name is Plesio and today we're summoning on the Legendary Caeda banner, who has a whole assortment of heroes. Now this banner probably isn't the most appealing for most people, but red is my least favorite color, I feel, because I don't care for Sothis, don't care for Reginn too much, although I wouldn't mind merging her. And Malice has okay fodder compared to other people on the banner, or other people in general rather. Green is my next one because I have all of them. Well, no, maybe colors. I don't know. I wouldn't mind Triandra merges. My Edelgard is +7, so I just need 3 more. And I've just recently got 1 Astrid, so yeah, I don't really care too much for green. Well, I mean, I do care for green for merges and stuff, but I don't care for like fodder or particularly going for green. And colorless is mostly just merges. Leif is +7. I wouldn't mind merging my Corrin to get another legendary hero highly merged. And Laegjarn would probably be more for fodder, considering all of the good skills she has for fodder, but I wouldn't mind merging her either. Now, blue is the color I'm most after because obviously Caeda is new. Nott has attack speed menace, which is pretty good if I don't merge her. And Fae is what I really want because she has distant stance and defense res menace, which is okay. Well, I mean, it's pretty good, but what I'm going for, I want distant stance for my New Year's Azura. So then she can be able to counter every type of range unit and not just mages at the moment. So I'm hoping to get a couple of Faes. I'm going to go for the 40th summon. I'm not going to color snipe at all. Probably anyways. And I want to hopefully get at least 1 Fae, preferably 2. I'm going to use my 40th summon on Caeda if I don't get any Faes. Simply because if I'm going to use my 40th summon, it's going to be on a unit I'm actually going to want to use and not one that I just want to fodder. So I'm going to use it on Caeda as opposed to Fae. Otherwise, I would probably use it on Fae. If I get a Caeda and another Fae before the 40th summon, unlikely, probably unlikely. But then if that happens, I will use the 40th summon on a Fae for fodder towards my Azura. Now, of course, there's plenty of new distant counter skills coming out. Was it called Distant Force? I don't remember, but Caeda just got a new distant counter skill which gives you 5 attack, but it also damages you 5. It deals 5 damage to you after combat, so kind of like attack speed push. 3. Wait, did that one deal? Oh, we got a Fae, so that's pretty good. I was honestly not expecting to get a Fae, at least not so early. Well, just in general, I wasn't expecting to get a Fae. Also, I forgot that this banner was coming out today, and I forgot about green screen and stuff, so I put on a green shirt today. But I was not I didn't feel like changing my shirt before doing this, so I'm like, whatever, I'll just have a green I'll have a partially transparent torso. Plus res minus attack, so if we get another Fae, this will probably be the one that we fodder off because it's minus attack. But yeah, not too bad so far. I mean, we got 1 5-star in the first circle, which is pretty good, all things considered. I mean, that's really good. What do you mean, all things considered? And then green, Shershay. I hope Shershay gets a resplendent art. Shershay and Tharja, 2 units I'm looking at, I feel like could get one soon-ish. Maybe, who knows? Now, if we get Caeda before the 40th summon, I'm guaranteed to use my 40th summon on Fae. Actually, blue's the only, I think I have all the other characters, at least one of them. So blue's the only one that I didn't have 1 or more of the characters of. Because I have Corrin and Leif and who's the other color? Oh, Laegjarn. I have Corrin, Leif, and Laegjarn of colorless. I have Triandra, Edelgard, and Astrid of green, and then I have Sothis, Reginn, and Malice of red. So I have all of the colors except for blue. Now the only one I'm missing from this banner is Caeda. Which, yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say. I feel like the past few seasonal banners, there's always been multiple colors that I'm missing heroes on. That's what it feels like that, but I don't remember exactly. Now, unfortunately, we don't get another Ascended Floret, I think it's called, from getting another Ascended hero. But I wouldn't mind another Laegjarn. Laegjarn's a pretty cool character. That's one reason why I'm hesitant to fodder off a Laegjarn I get, because I do like Laegjarn. Probably. Oh, I forgot that it shows all these because the 5-star. So we're at 8.5% because we just did 1 circle. Yeah, so I have all of them but Caeda now since we just got Fae. Okay, so no blues, which is fine. I wouldn't mind an Edelgard or a Triandra here. Even Astrid would be fine. And then for the rest of them, since there's no 4 or 5 star on this on this stone, for the rest of them, I don't mind any of the colorless really. I think Leif is probably the one I want the most right now because he's so close to +10. But if I didn't have him so close to +10, I'd probably want Corrin more. Because I typically favor wind season over water season, which is weird because Azura is a water hero. But I already have Azura for water season, so I have at least one legendary hero who's +10. Okay, we did get a Leif, which is pretty cool. So now he can be +8 unless this is a neutral Leif, then I probably won't merge. He's not neutral, he's +res -speed, which is okay by me, because that means I can merge, and he's +8 now, which is kind of a scary thing because I feel like the higher score, base score I get in arena, the harder things are going to get, and it's already pretty difficult for me because I don't really have like a set arena core for every season, or even just an arena core in general, and Fallen Edelgard is something I don't really have a counter for usually, or like an all dragon emblem or something like that. I did live stream my arena run for this week, and I got extremely lucky that there was a defense tile because my legendary Dimitri, who I decided to pick for water season, he stood on that like a champ and tanked Brave Edelgard and Fallen Edelgard, and then one shot a +10 Winter Sothis with his special. So I got really lucky on that, and I think that was the 4th battle, so I almost had to restart because I'd already failed my 2nd battle. So, well, technically the 5th battle then, because I already failed the 2nd battle, but the 4th like notch on the board was that battle, and I did not want to have to restart because I do not like having to do that, especially on stream, because I feel like I don't want to like take forever to get through my arena. Like the last time I did this stream, a couple weeks before, what is it? Allegiance battles took forever, and I could not figure out why. Because normally it takes like at most 3 or 4 tries, maybe sometimes 5, but I think that time it was like 8 tries before I got through. At least it felt like 8. It might not have been 8, but it felt like 8. Which is fine. Reginn is okay by me. From the red color, I feel like Reginn would have been my most sought after character because she's merged, and I actually have summoned a couple of Reginns before, so that's why she's merged. I still have my neutral Reginn, but I also have a +1 Reginn, and I think I turned 1 or 2 into combat manuals. Plus defense, -HP. Not too bad. I'll probably merge. There's no point in me turning her into a combat manual because she's only got Swift Sparrow, I think, for fodder. Because you can't fodder off Arrow Shell. She has Swift Sparrow. Oh, she has lulled speed defense and panic smoke, but there are other better skills out there, so I'd probably just merge her. If I get a +10 Reginn, which is highly unlikely unless there's a red unit that I'm trying to +10 on a legendary banner, but if I get a +10 Reginn, then I will continue turning them into manuals. But I think I'm just gonna keep merging for now. Because then I can score better in Aether Raids whenever I start doing Aether Raids again. We haven't seen a Bluestone in a while, which is kind of unfortunate because I would like to get a Caeda or a Fae before the 40th summon, so then I can fodder off a Fae. But if worse comes to worse, I'll just go for Fae next time she shows up. I don't know what banner that'll be on. It'll probably be in like 4 months or something, but 4 or 5 months, something like that. But I feel like I can wait. I don't need Fae immediately. Oh, that took a little bit to load, so I thought that was going to be something. It's just Lilina, who is a red unit that I wanted to like merge and work on, but then at the time, whenever I was trying to figure out units I wanted to merge and build and stuff, I had just done Sophia and I already had Roy, so I'm like, I don't want to do another red unit from Binding Blade, because then it'll feel like I've oversaturated my, or like, I mean, I guess it would have been fine, but it would have been another red mage and another red unit, and they're all Binding Blade. and I've never played Binding Blade. So it was a little weird that for me to do that. But we're gonna get Hubert, which is not bad. He doesn't have like the best of fodder anymore. Roar Fox he does have, but I'm pretty sure there's a 3 Enforcer unit who has it. He has Infantry Hexblade though. He's more likely just going to be a merge than anything. But we'll see. Plus defense, minus attic. I mean, we've gotten some pretty decent luck so far. No. Oh, we did get a Sheeta right there. I'm looking right at it. No legendary Sheeta so far. And we haven't seen a blue stone in a few circles. But I'm just going for the 40th summon and I'm going to back out. If I don't get another Fae and if I don't get Sheeta before the 40th summon, I'm not going to worry about summoning it more, because the Voting Gauntlet banner got decided basically because the top 4 characters are fighting right now, and Azura beat Edelgard, which means I am going to summon on that banner and go for the 40th summon. Hopefully Azura beats everybody else, so then we get a free Azura, and then I can also do the 40th summon to get another free Azura. But we'll see. I don't think I'm going to plus 10 her on this banner unless I get an extremely lucky. We are going to get Sheeta though. Finally we get a blue stone after so long, and then bam, Sheeta. That's pretty nice. Okay, I have to go to a different folder for Sheeta because, yeah, the way I do things. All right, I didn't read what she said. I should have read what she said. Plus res minus defense, honestly not that bad, I think. Considering, I don't know her base stats, but considering what the numbers are right now, I would assume that defense is probably her worst stat, defense or HP, because defense is a 4 at level 1 with minus defense. Of course, they could flip-flop. Resistance could end up being worse than defense at level 40 if they're at base stats. Who knows? I don't. I'm going to have to look after this circle. But that does mean that I'm going to use my 40th summon on Fae, which is pretty cool, because that means I've got a Fae to fodder off to probably New Year's Azura. I don't know if that's decided for sure yet or not, but I like the idea of my New Year's Azura being a range tank. Even my Performing Arts Azura could do with that too, but she just wouldn't be able to have her Fortress Defense Res 3 in order to counterattack range, which wouldn't be, I mean, that's not too bad. I don't know. I've never really been a fan of putting Disencounter on a unit because it doesn't give you any bonus stats, and the units that I always want to put it on don't have the best like defense and res, so they would have to tank a hit before retaliating. So I've just never been confident in putting that on a unit. Okay, yeah, so minus defense or minus HP was her best stat. I'm hoping plus res is a super boon because that would be good. Plus attack is probably her best. Plus speed would be pretty good too. Distant Storm is what it's called, and then deals 5 damage to unit. But it's not like you need, oh, there is an HP threshold. Oh, but the HP threshold is only for the attack bonus. You can still have Disencounter regardless. Okay, I need to look to see if Fae's skill has an HP threshold and if you get damaged. I don't think it does, but it might. I didn't consider that. Oh, Florina. I have not summoned a Florina in a long time. Okay, so, I mean, I got basically all that I was going for. It still would be nice to get an Edelgard or a Triandra for merging. But I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, I have to get one. Like, if I could get my Edelgard to plus 10. I mean, I'm not really a fan of Edelgard. I haven't played the Black Eagles route, so I don't really know Edelgard enough. And you can't recruit her in any of the other routes, so she's always the enemy unless you go Black Eagles. So, I just have not grown a fondness over Edelgard. But mine is plus 7. I didn't mean to click there. Mine is plus 7. So if I get 3 more, she'll be plus 10, which would be nice because she's a legendary hero and an armored hero, or an armored unit. So she would be getting quite the bonus to my fire season, which she already gives quite a big bonus because she's plus 7. I really need to give her a different A skill because I think she doesn't have a gold border A skill. I think it's just Heavy Blade 3 or maybe something that she starts with. I don't know what she starts with. It might be Heavy Blade 3. I have not summoned, I think I maybe summoned one Est since she got that artwork, so because I forgot she had that artwork. They gave Est one before Paula? I don't think they've given one to Catria either. That's odd, considering Est was the last of the White Wings to get a... Oh, speaking of Resplendent artworks, but Est was the last of the White Wings to get a spring version. So it is a little odd. But I mean, I feel like most of their Resplendent artwork choices, at least lately, have seemed kind of odd. Based on just, there's no real pattern of who they're picking. Not even 5-star to 3 and 4-star like it started, and not even, I don't even think they're going in circulation through each like game series. I guess it's all one game series through each game, because we just went from, who did we just get? We just got Lucas, and now we're getting Seliph. And then before Lucas, it was, I don't even remember. But we've gotten, it's been a very weird pattern of who we've been getting for Resplendent artworks. So we're not going to end on a 5-star in our last circle, but that is okay, because we now get the Fae. So does Fae's have a... Fae's does not have an HP threshold, so I'm guessing she does only has a HP threshold because it adds attack. Who has the speed one? I think Brave Marth does, and Brave Marth is the only Brave unit I don't have. So, okay, wow, that's a lot of units. So I have all of these units now since I just got Caeda, but I'm going to use it for Fae, and I think I'm going to fodder off. If I fodder off either of them, it'll be the first one I summon, because she's minus attack. No offense to Fae, but minus attack is not good. Usually. Sometimes I try to make it work, but those units that I tried to make it work on have since been merged, or I just don't use anymore. Earth Blessing, Celestial Stone, neutral IVs. So she does have distant stance is what it's called. Okay. Dragon's Ire, I'm not going to fodder that to anybody, but Defense Res Menace is something I could fodder, so I don't think Threaten Defense Res 2 is something you can get from a lower unit. So I'd have to fodder off somebody with Distant Counter, and then also somebody with Threaten Res in order to get Defense Res Menace and Distant Stance to probably my New Year's Azura. I don't recall... Oh, she's not on. I don't recall what her... Oh, her C skill is Joint Drive Res, which does help, but attack defense menace would probably be better. Maybe even attack or speed defense menace. I don't know. But either way, that'll be the end of my summoning session. If you summon on the banner, let me know how your luck went. I think my luck was pretty decent, all things considered. We got 6 5-stars. One of them was from 40 summons, so technically 5. So 5 and 40 summons is not too bad. That's like 1 every circle. No, it's not. 1 every other circle. No, it's not. It's 8 circles. So basically 1 in every 30 orbs or so, something like that. Between 30 and 40 orbs. So not too bad, all in all. But yeah, I'll probably be summoning on the next banner I summon will probably be on the Azura banner. I have plenty of orbs saved up in my inbox, so I don't have to worry too much about that. I will have to worry about how many I'm going to summon. I probably won't do a too terribly ton amount. I'm just going to try and I'll go for the 40th summon, and I'm going to try and go for any other. Hopefully I can get 2 merges other than the 40th summon, so then I'm guaranteed 3. Plus 4 if she wins the voting gauntlet overall, because then that'll put me at a +7 or +6. Is she +3? I think she's +3. She is +3. Okay, so yeah, that'll put me at +7 if I get 4. And then I just need 3 more from the double special banner. So, I mean, it's doable, but I have to get very lucky. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye!